This video is presented by EA Game Changers. I had a dream last night that I went back to university. Like, I'm not kidding, in my dream, I re-moved into the same dorm that I lived in a couple years ago. Ugh. I should say nightmare, honestly, because while that place was fun, and I do have many fond memories from my freshman year, I also, the first day that I moved in, a cockroach climbed on my leg. Just for some context. That never happened again after that, but like the first day I moved in, I was in bed on the phone with my mom, and then a cockroach climbed on my leg. So, good place. Great memories. And listen, just because I had an interesting dorm experience does not mean that I will save my Sims from that suffering. I want to have a terrible dorm room. I want tiny rooms and bad roommates and just awful decorations. I want to experience it all. And so I rebuilt one of the dorms from The Sims. I should say renovated, because I kept the exterior mostly the same. I just changed the whole inside. I remodeled it, if you will. It was remodeled in 2012, and it's yellow. All the wood tones, yellow. Like, we're talking IKEA, bad dorm, we've all seen it. It looks like that. Also, there's green stuff everywhere, because, you know, go Britchester. I cannot wait to bring my Sims here. So you'll see, I made some very minor changes to the outside. I just upgraded some things. I made the building look a little bit fancier. I changed the color of a door. You know, small adjustments to the exterior of this building, because I liked how it looks, and it matches the building itself that's underneath it. Like, it has this whole shell on the penthouse is on top of, and so I kept the building on the outside the same. I just moved some windows, and then I redid the floor plan, because I liked the idea of having this, like, central bathroom and stuff, but I wanted to adjust some things. And so it still has 6 bedrooms. You can still sleep a bunch of Sims. Ooh, I'm sorry. And actually, I think that you can't fill this whole building, because you can only have 10 Sims living here technically, but it can sleep 12. So someone can have their own room. Lucky them. But I kept it the same. It has a common space so you can like hang out and watch things and stuff in there. There's a TV, there's a kitchenette and like a little dining space. By that I mean there's a kitchenette, there's no stove, but there's a fridge and a microwave like actually in the hallway. And then there's like some tables, there's some more space for studying and things like that. And then each of the rooms are basically identical as far as furniture goes. They each have 2 beds, 2 desks, if they're lucky, a nightstand, and maybe a dresser. But they're all the same. Wait, there's 8 bedrooms, not 6. Oh, even better. So they're smaller. Because like I said, I feel like the rooms originally were way too big. Like, we don't need that. We don't want space, okay? Who do you think I am? Some kind of person who wants to have room in my bedroom? No, I wish to suffer. And so I made them a lot more, but also a lot smaller. So you could edit it to like have just 1 bedroom or 1 Sim in a room, but I wanted to make my Sims have to share very close spaces. I wanted it to be like a very classic American dorm room. Now, the one that I lived in didn't have a hall bathroom, thank God, but this one does. And right now it's blue, but I actually ended up changing it to a green theme, and I think it gets so much worse, because I realized when I was building the kitchen, I was like, oh my god, wait, this is a Britchester dorm. Their colors are green. Obviously, we gotta make it match. And so it turns into this like, it looks like green exploded in this building. I mean, there's green showers and toilet stalls in the bathroom. There's like horrible green tile behind the kitchenette, and there's like Britchester merch everywhere on the walls. And of course, the floors are a horrible yellow wood tone. I think that yellow wood tones are my least favorite wood tones. I don't really know what that means. Like, how do you have a least favorite wood tone? But I do, and it's yellow ones. Also, like a cherry colored wood, even worse, honestly. I can deal with the yellow. The cherry, but I didn't put cherry wood tones in this build, because imagine, it'd be like Christmas. Ugh. And listen, I love Christmas, but I don't know about Christmas in my dorm room on the floors. Speaking of Christmas, I want to decorate so bad. I'm an early decorator. I don't care when you think Christmas starts. I'll decorate now if I wish, because I just think it's fun. It like makes me feel good inside to have decorations up. You know, I love the trees. Except my boyfriend is coming over, and I have to wait for him until he gets here in like 2 weeks to decorate. Unbelievable! I want it now. All of my friends, not all of, like Sasha, she's decked out already. Like, I want my tree, and I promised I would wait, but I'm not happy about it, okay? Anyway, back to the build. My dorm had carpet in it, and so I kept carpet in all the bedrooms, because the carpet in my dorm room was like, picture the dine out pattern, you know, the one that I'm talking about, in like a darkish greenish gray color. That's what my dorm looked like on the flooring, but I was playing with just the base game in university, so I didn't have dine out, so we have that base game swirly carpet instead, which is almost equally as awful, honestly, but for different reasons. Also, I feel like it would get so nasty. I don't trust these students to not, like, make their rooms look horrible and disgusting and stinky, and I don't trust college students, okay? I'm a college student. I trust myself because I obsessively clean. However, most of my peers, especially the crazies in dorm rooms, college freshmen can't be trusted, okay? A lot of these people have like never cleaned a thing in their lives. Like, you hear these stories of people that come to college and they're like, wait, you have to like do your own laundry? How? Because they had their parents doing it their whole lives and they never learned, and they come to school and they're like, oh my god, I don't know how to do laundry, I don't know how to vacuum, I just leave my clothes on the floor, I'm stinky, I don't wash dishes. Like, I don't trust these students, you know? PSA, everybody, wash your dishes and do your laundry, okay? Although I'm one to talk, I never did laundry on campus. I used to bring my clothes home to my parents' house. I would do laundry like once every couple weeks usually, and I would bring my clothes to my parents' house, wash my clothes, and then come straight back to school. I'd spend like an hour at home max. I was like in and out, you know? But I didn't want to do it on campus because the laundry room scared me, and then one of the machines was always broken, and like then I had to bring quarters, and my parents' house was free, so I'd come over, wash my clothes, pet my dogs, and then go back to school. I lived pretty close to campus, so like it was okay. Also, I cannot wait. Well, maybe I can. Maybe I can wait. I was thinking about this before because I think that putting laundry in the dorm would be really fun, but then I thought more about it and I was like, wait, your roommates are gonna be so messy. Like in The Sims 3 in university, if you had laundry in your dorm room and if you had like kitchen stuff, your roommates were cooking all the time, left plates everywhere, and their clothes were all over the place. Like it was just constantly dirty roommate clothes everywhere on the floor because they never did laundry. Infuriating. And so you're like constantly dragging them for them and selling them. Imagine if you had 10 Sims living in a lot and they all have dirty clothes everywhere, plus like their friends coming over and dumping off clothes places because these roommates bring over like their boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, they have parties, and there's just gonna be mess everywhere, which is maybe kind of fun, but also a nightmare. So I'm interested to try that out and see how it works because I don't have high hopes, honestly. I have very low expectations for my roommates and their ability to keep rooms clean. But you'll see I fiddled a lot with the floor plans of these rooms because I wanted them to look interesting and not like all samey and stuff. And so I was like moving beds around, trying to get the best layout to fit in desks and dressers and things. I don't think these rooms all have more than one dresser, but I'm pretty sure they all have at least one closet dresser looking thing, which is a shame to have to share one dresser across two people, but you'll be fine. It's The Sims. You don't have clothes to store for real. You just have, you know, fake clothes. And I considered making all the beds the same color, but then I was like, no, it's okay. They can have their own bedspread swatches, but each of the rooms has a color scheme. Because I was like, you know what? It's not gonna match nicely if I don't do this. And so each room has its own color scheme, but honestly, if it were up to me, I would have made all the beds that Britchester one. Imagine, they had all the exact same room with just Britchester bedspreads, you know? Ugh. Good stuff, honestly. I want my Sims to suffer, and this place, it isn't actually that bad. Although, if I had other packs, like if I had vampires living installed with this when I was doing this build, I'd probably put like cracks in the walls and stuff. Maybe like a little bit of mold. Like a little bit. It isn't that bad, but there's like a little bit of mold, you know? It's just your standard everyday dorm with a hint of mold. And that's what I want. I want slight suffering. It won't actually affect your Sims because it's fake, but I could use some fake mold, honestly. Any day, I'd take fake mold for sure. So there are two buildings in this campus that look just like this. There's this one and one more that's like the same building, and they're across from each other, kind of, you know, two dorm buildings. And I think I want to make the other one like the fancier version. So it's going to be a little bit nicer inside. That's my plan. So like if you're the richy rich kid, you can stay in the fancier building. But if you're, you know, a normal person, you get this one. And I think the fancy one will have a couple single rooms because, you know what, sometimes you just want to live alone. You know, I had a single room in school. If I had a double, I would not still be here. I mean this. If I had to share a room, I would not be still making YouTube videos. There is literally no way I could have made YouTube videos in a shared bedroom like that. I couldn't even do it in like my small dorm with my roommates hearing me. If I had a room that I shared, absolutely no way. I have friends that like stream with their roommate in the room, and I don't know how they do that. I mean, I have friends that stream with their boyfriends in the room. I don't know how they do that. Like, how do you just sit there and talk to yourself with other people there? I cannot pull it off. I mean, it's one thing with like your family or boyfriends around you, but when they're just like sitting in the room there too, how do you do that? I am not confident enough to do that. Like I used to, when I lived in the dorm, I would call my dad every day before I started recording, so I was scared to just like talk out loud out of nowhere. So I would call my dad and be like, hey dad, how's it going? All right, cool, I've talked to you now, I can start talking to record, but I couldn't just like start talking. I don't know what it was, but I was like not prepared. I could not pull it off. So to any of you who are able to record with people around, major props to you, because I've been doing this for years and I still can't do that. Big announcement though, tonight the embargo officially lifts for regular early access content. I filmed this video at Sims Camp when I was in California last week, but the actual embargo for just my regular early access lifts today, but not until 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is kind of late compared to normal, and so I can't stream the pack until tonight, but I'm gonna be live later than usual at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Again, super late, I'm really sorry, I know it's weird, but this is the earliest I can stream it. So Simsie After Dark time at 9 p.m. on my Twitch channel. I'll link it down below if you want to come play with us. I'm gonna bring my sim to university for the first time. I'm very excited. But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off right here, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I'm posting videos every single day, and so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Simsie After Dark is not nearly as exciting as you think. It's literally just me, but at nighttime. Nothing else exciting will happen. But, you know, if you want to be there, go for it.